Hi everyone, welcome back to Model Behavior by Box, where we test the latest AI models on real enterprise data. My name is Siddharth, I'm a product manager here at Box, and today we're testing GPT-5, OpenAI's newest AI model to date. We have 3 tasks on the docket. The first is a multi-image Q&A for an insurance estimation. The second is a single image Q&A with mathematical complexity. And the third is a single document Q&A on a legal contract. So let's jump right in. First, let's do the insurance estimation. What I have here is a folder of different angles of a car crash. And you can see here what the data looks like. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Box AI, select all these files, and ask my questions. My questions are the make, model, and year of the car, which parts of the car are damaged, an estimation of the cost to repair this car based on California labor costs, and finally, if this car is total loss based on car insurance policies from Geico. And so what GPT-5 is having to do is take all the images I passed in as context and then go into its general knowledge about California labor costs and insurance policies from Geico, and then give me an inferential answer on if this is a total loss based on all of that data. As we can see here, GPT-5 is spitting back an answer, being super specific about the things it notices in the picture and the costs associated with all of it. And then it says that it's probably not a total loss. But what I like about its answer is that it really gives a keen justification for why it came to that conclusion based on what it knows about Geico's insurance policies and also everything else it said in the answer and what it noticed in the pictures as well. So really thorough answer from GPT-5, so great job. Let's go into the second task. The second task is based off of a receipt. Let's first analyze the receipt. It has 6 items, each with their own quantity and cost. The question that I've formulated has a couple of different steps. First, GPT-5 needs to increase the cost of each item differently depending on if it's a food or beverage item. Second, it needs to double the quantity of the entire receipt except for beverages and bread. And finally, we want GPT-5 to tell us the percentage increase in the final bill per person. And so obviously this is a multi-step calculation, so it's pretty tough for GPT-5. GPT-5 has to keep track of all these different numbers, perform multiple calculations, keep track of edge cases like not applying the calculations to the bread or the beverages, and finally compare an old state and a new state and give us the final answer. So we're going to send this question in. I actually know for a fact that GPT 4.1 isn't able to get this question right, and so we'll see if GPT-5 can do a better job. It's going through and giving us that justification and quickly giving us the right answer of 102% increase in the average cost per person. If we quickly look at the answer here, we can see that GPT-5 also gave a pretty thorough explanation for how it came to its answer, along with all the mathematical justification. So great job, GPT-5, with this task. Finally, let's go into the final task. What we have here is a reseller agreement. It's between 2 parties, and the question that I've formulated is asking about the maximum financial liability of one party if the other party fails to pay them for 3 months and there's an invoice error. The reason why this question is so hard actually is because it's a trick question. What other models fall into the trap of is they say that the maximum financial liability is $0. But there's a certain article in this contract that actually negates that and says that really this party is uncapped on financial liability. And so we want to see if GPT-5 is able to iron out the legal contract enough such that it can catch that article and give us the correct final answer. So I'm going to send this question in, and we're going to see if GPT-5 is able to justify its way to getting the final answer. So it's already spitting back an answer, going through step by step, giving us the final answer. Quickly, it says that even though this party failed to pay, the other party's maximum financial liability is uncapped. And it points out the specific article that it was able to pull that information from. So what we see here is GPT-5 is able to iron out the legal contingencies in this contract and give us the final correct answer. And so what have we seen here today? GPT-5 is excellent at a variety of enterprise contexts. It's able to look at images, it's able to look at lots of numbers, it's able to look at legal contracts and think like a lawyer. And so GPT-5 is clearly the best model that OpenAI has put out to date. And so just super excited to see what else OpenAI can put out in the future. Until next time.